Hello, everyone, and welcome to another backstage interview at the Metals Investor Forum. I'm joined right now by Stuart Rogers of Edgemont Gold, and a fun topic to discuss here in the backstage, which is some details on the upcoming drill program at the Dungate property. Stu, why don't you paint the picture here? I mean, we've talked about a bunch of the rationale for why you guys are excited about this drill program at Dungate, but now you're getting into some real resolution because you're about to start drilling.
Exactly. We've got our permit file, we've got our drill locations, and what I've got here, which will give us more detail than we had before, is really where we're going to be drilling, sort of where the holes are located, and sort of what we're attempting to accomplish with the program. I mean, we know we have a porphyry here, we have a large anomaly, and what we want to do is in this program really test it for a number of things. The main thing is like along the structure, we're going to test it for about a kilometer on that IP anomaly. And we're also going to go deeper than the IP. The IP only went to 250 meters vertical. We're going to go to 350 vertical because we're drilling 500-meter holes, and we're going to test underneath the anomaly because that anomaly was still strong, sort of at the limit of the IP survey, which was 250 meters down. So coming back to those are the main targets, and actually that's on the Dungate, the main target, the pink circled area in the center of the map. There's a hidden intrusive to the north, which we're going to test as well. That area's never been drilled, even with shallow holes. So that's going to be very interesting. So to jump in on the map, you can see there's a logging road in brown that goes through the center of the property. We have the IP anomaly, and we also have a quartz breccia zone that we've got more information now, and we plotted onto this map based on the resistivity. This is similar to the zone at nearby at Sun Summit, where they were drilled about 20 meters of 7 grams. We're getting the same mineralization in the log from hole C75, which is the green color in the center of the map. That's some geologic information we have. That's quite intriguing. So we seem to have that same zone in the middle of this target area, and we're going to test that, well, by coincidence, as we're testing this porphyry. So we find that sort of an interesting bonus target, if you will. So the first hole where we're starting on hole 1 is just off the map, off the drill road. That's the easiest place to start as we move in. So it will give us easy access to get started. And if we have any startup issues, a lot easier to deal with there. We're going to be drilling to test the southwestern extent of that anomaly. Where these drill holes, number 1, 3, and 4 are basically roughly 400, 500 meters apart. And they coincide with the IP lines that were on the sections that were on the PowerPoint. So we want to test that and get some information to confirm what those sections are showing us, and testing the structure to see if it has the legs over that area. On on hole 3, we'll be going through the breccia zone that's targeted in hole 75, and that is also being targeted based on our interpretation of it in holes 1 and 4. So those holes are testing the length of the structure, and they're testing through the breccia zone. And again, they're all going to be going deep to test to see if this has legs to go deeper as far as the mineralization based on what chargeability is telling us. Hole number 2 is, again, I guess, off the road. That's why it's going to be drilled the second in the program, and that's stepping back from hole C75, which we feel is where the intrusive is doming. And so that was drilled from the top. This hole is going to test underneath that. Going to hole 5, this is where we're testing the hidden anomaly to the north. It's undercover, it hasn't been identified before it drilled. We're drilling to the northwest to test that target. And then hole 6 is from the other side. We're going to be testing back into that chargeability anomaly to test on that target area as well. Other areas that are interesting, I guess, are below hole 1 and hole 2. We are seeing a nice chargeability anomaly. So it's possible that it'd be sort of subsequent drilling after this program. We will test those as well. But we're basically going after what we have with the Dungate target. We're testing it for a long structure for size, and we're testing it deeper, and we're then testing the hidden intrusive. So that's basically it. Pretty simple program.
I mean, it's a pretty simple program, but it tests for for, I guess, the two types of mineralization that investors have been pretty excited about to find in southern BC lately. So like you mentioned Sun Summit and their breccia zone, obviously investors have really liked what they're drilling into right adjacent to you in what is perhaps the same breccia or, a related breccia. So it'll be very interesting to see what comes out of there. And then, of course, porphyry mineralization has also been well received. Porphyry discoveries have been well received in southern BC in the last while.
Exactly. And where we're drilling here, we're drilling the chargeability anomalies, sort of the edges of those. I mean, some of the best mineralization is really not in the hot spot in the anomaly, but sort of around it. So we're attempting to test this here as well. I guess the other thing that's interesting is, followed Sun Summit. We learn a lot from what they're discovering. The data helps us. They feel that their system, the engine for that system, is a porphyry in the area. So this is what we're testing. We feel this might be a limb of the porphyry itself. And I guess we were very encouraged when Sun Summit, we turned around and found out they staked all the ground up to the southern edge of our property last year when we weren't looking. So so we find this very interesting. We follow what they do. We get information from that, and hopefully we'll get some information from this that will help them out.
For sure. And just as a reminder to anybody who's watching, that C75-1 hole, which is the only previous drill hole that's on the map here that tested this area, they have logs for that hole, but no assays, right? So you have promising descriptions from the drill log, but you don't actually know what the numbers were from that hole.
Exactly. So that's really exciting. So
yeah.
This is a target that, we're fortunate we were able to raise money. We're well capitalized, so we have the ability to easily do this 6-hole program and more cash to do more holes. And we also, with our drill permit, we expanded it to multi-year, and we're permitted for up to 16 holes. So we just have to come back and identify where we want to put them. So we can move on and drill these other areas fairly quickly after we get results back.
Fantastic. Well, I look forward to you getting out on the ground. I'm sure you do too, because you've been prepping for this for, I don't know how long now, 1.5 years or something, 2 years to kick off this drill program.
Yeah, well, we got all of the data and everything we need. We actually rushed in December to get our permit in. We didn't quite know 100% where we wanted to put the drill holes, but we got in and we beat the rush, because permitting is a real issue now for a lot of companies. There are about 60 permits behind us in the process in the system. So we're very happy to be at the front of the line with this and to get going on drilling. So it's exciting.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the update, and look forward to catching you once the drills are turning.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Have a great day.